Bro, don't you find Zoro low-key a bit suspicious? Is the Zoro we have now really the same Zoro that we had during the pre-timeskip? Pre-timeskip Zoro was very goofy, he joked all the time, and honestly, he subverted the tough silent guy trope that we see in other anime like Vegeta and Sasuke, where they are rarely depicted as goofy. But Zoro was a fresh spin on that trope, where he was often the butt of many jokes. But post-timeskip Zoro, he is very serious. I don't even remember the last time he even got anywhere near as goofy as pre-timeskip Zoro. Even if you can find a moment where he did get goofy, it's still nowhere near as frequent as pre-timeskip Zoro. What if I told you that the legend of Roronoa Zoro still lives on? What if pre-timeskip Zoro was Zoro, but post-timeskip Zoro? No, this is ZOLO. Pirate Hunter ZOLO. Zoro got framed and wrongly accused of being a pirate hunter because the true pirate hunter was ZOLO, the man who is secretly waiting to capture Luffy and hand him over to the Marines Blackbeard style. That's why he's keeping his distance from the crew and joking less, so they can't find out his true intentions. Zoro's whole introduction was about him being this demonic figure who was built up as a super evil guy, but then Zoro actually being a pretty nice guy. That was the whole point of his introduction, truth versus perception. What if there's some truth to that? What if the true demon was actually Zolo? Even Zolo's one eye being closed is a symbolic representation that Zolo has a sneaky plan. So you might be wondering, what happened to the real Zoro? Well, during the 2-year time skip, Zoro challenged Mihawk to a duel, but Mihawk took the duel way too far, if you know what I mean. And Mihawk knew that Luffy would destroy him if he found out what he did to Zoro. So Mihawk did his usual thing, roaming the seas until he found Zolo. Mihawk told Zolo everything about Zoro, his dreams, his loyalty to Luffy, etc., his loyalty to the crew. So he joined up with the crew on Sabayori after the 2-year time skip, waiting to capture Luffy and turn him in, Blackbeard style, so that he can claim his bounty like the pirate hunter Zoro is. So you might be wondering, isn't it a bit of a coincidence that there's some Zoro knockoff somewhere out there in this world? But is that really such a coincidence? I mean, we did have the fake straw hats on Sabayori, so it's not really a stretch to assume that there's some Zoro knockoff out there called ZOLO. So yes, that's why post-timeskip Zoro or ZOLO is very different to Zoro from the pre-timeskip. I know the vast majority of you know that this is a joke, but there's always somebody out there who just doesn't get it. So yes, this is just a joke theory. But is it? Maintaining the agenda is our top priority. Legend of Zolo lives on. But what do you think? Definitely comment down below some of your wild agendas. And massive thank you to my members, Cats in My Family, Yuso Timo and Mr. Bushido56, and I'll see you there.